maybe that can transition us into constructal law,
Yeah.
which is one of the major reasons why you've won so many of these prestigious awards. It's such a beautifully designed idea about how reality functions. Um, to give the sentence, for a flow system to persist, which means to live, it must evolve with freedom such that it provides greater access. What does that mean? Now, what is constructal law, and how do you sum that up?
Any a law of nature is a like this one is a compact statement that summarizes a distinct phenomenon. A distinct phenomenon is a one name for observations that repeat themselves the same way uh, innumerable times, say in the billions.
Hmm.
So the history of science is that uh, gravitational fall, things fall down. That is a phenomenon. That is one phenomenon. And that one, from the mind of Galileo Galilei, uh, became Galilei's law of gravitational fall. Exactly, exactly, yes.
There it is.
Simple as that. Hey,
That's it.
after
There it
that,
is.
yeah, after that. By the way, no, I get, here's the joke. Be,
Yeah.
before Galileo Galilei, humanity did just fine, not knowing that law and not asking anything about phenomenon or anything like this. But it took one person. This person was actually a normal guy, a regular guy. I don't know what kind of wine he was drinking. It
Yeah.
took it took one person to say, wait a minute, here's how to simplify the discussion going forward. Here's a phenomenon, and here's the compact statement of the observation, meaning the billion number of observations, and that became a law. Not long after him, Newton said it more generally, and that gave birth to basically analytical mechanics. Mechanics is as old as the Greeks. The world is full of these very few sticks in the mud who say, wait a minute, I can say it more simply, okay? And I like to joke that this is how the book of physics improves, but it remains a thin book
Hmm.
because in it there are just the laws, not all the measurements, and certainly there are no opinions there. It's just ideas that have proven to be correct, at least up to that point, the point of publication on the book.
Hmm.
But every idea is asking to be questioned, to be tested, to be replaced by a better idea. So this law that you recited is one of those. I had a very similar aha. I said, wait a minute. In thermodynamics, which is my specialty, that was what I was doing the first half of my career. I still teach that, but when it comes to research in thermodynamics, the science of power,
Hmm.
which is really, as the name thermodynamics suggests, the science is about heating, and dynamics means power or force. It's about heating and then movement. It's about setting something in motion because of the fire in the belly. You see, hint, hint. It's not only about the locomotive. It's about the animal.
Yeah.
The animal is a vehicle, okay, with everything in it, like the avionics on the airplane, the brain. The animal is much more complicated than your automobile. From a distance, it's all about the fuel or food, and then the movement of that body on the landscape. And it occurred to me that this very simple thermodynamics also has evolution, because that thing that I was just describing, animal or vehicle, does not stay the same. It is a better and better vehicle, or if you believe Darwin, a a better survivor over, millions of years. Um, and all of that is a phenomenon. So the distinct phenomenon is design in nature, which really means evolution.
Mm.
And what is the compact statement about that? Uh, and I scratched my head quite a bit before I wrote something that's non-denominational, using words such as access or to persist in time.
Hmm.
And I had to insert translations because to persist in time means to live, because the opposite means dead. It's called the dead state in thermodynamics, where nothing flows, nothing moves, nothing changes. So if my peers accept the dead state, they should accept the life state. And sure enough, 15 years after Adrian, now in physics people talk about live matter, meaning live material,
Mm.
live systems. They talk about these things. And I'm amused, maybe not, that they don't they don't mention the constructor law when they talk like this.
Yeah.
There's something else in the statement that you read, something that was omitted from what you're reading, which is that in um, the beginning of the statement is for a finite size uh, flow system to persist in time, which means to live. Anyway, your version is abbreviated. The word finite size, uh, what is there originally to draw attention to the. There we go. There we go. Very good. Uh, very for to draw attention to the fact that this is not a subparticle or something invisible. Invisible. It's the opposite. It's about a macroscopic, a thing with size,
Yeah.
a thing with size, something that you can draw. You see, something that doesn't lie to you. Um, and this is called holism. Holism, the opposite of reductionism. If you look at the news that people make in physics today, it's all about, it's kind of funny, very, very smaller and smaller, smaller things,
Yeah.
uh, which are all invisible,
Of
and
course.
bigger and bigger, bigger things, this cosmology thing, which are also invisible because not everybody has access to a telescope on some spaceship, okay?
Yeah.
So, and I am a lot more modest than that. I'm very, very happy with things that I can see and sketch and talk about and photograph and joke about, uh, um, or even taste in the restaurant. That if I'm that curious, uh, they're the essence of what keeps us going. Is the thing that we can touch. Okay, the things that we can touch. Um, that is where the
The
truth.
tangible.
Yeah, correct. By the way, that's a very good thing you bring out. Tangible, because the same attitude in physics is to poo-poo things that are intangible. Intangible. Yeah, I'm building up to the joke here. And even though they're the ones pushing reductionism, these sub particles, they're intangible, and also the universe or the other universes. I mean, show me a picture of these things. They don't show you anything. So but they're against the intangible, such as in human behavior. Uh, why some things uh, seem to us as that they are beautiful or attractive.
Mm.
Yeah, that's an intangible. Why 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 things tend to is in the statement of the constructal law, evolve toward access, which really means freedom. Freedom. Why that? Well, that's intangible. You see, human urges are intangible, even though every speaker feels these urges. Every
Yeah.
speaker.